What's going on, everybody? This is Joe, and I am back for another The Lost Caverns of Ixalan pre-release kit opening. For those who are unaware, I have opened more pre-release kits than anybody else here on YouTube. That was awful, and I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon, despite what the kits may want to be telling me in me being unable to actually open them. If you missed the last video, I highly encourage you to go check it out. Apparently, it really loves giving us this red dye. That's for sure. Because we now have 2 and 2 individual openings. Obviously, we did the 4 kit opening and got, you know, a couple of different ones, but still. Just as a reminder, here is the divider that you get inside to separate your deck, your sideboard, whatever else you might want to use it for. It looks really cool for Ixalan as well. Same thing on the other side. We have the insert for teaching you, or giving you tips, I should say, on how to build a pre-release deck. As I always say, talk to people at your store as well, whether it be employees or other players, especially if folks seem to know what they're doing. Maybe they're done early. Maybe you want to ask them their opinion. The other thing is, in between rounds, if you lose to somebody very quickly in round 1 and they seem to be willing to do so, show them your deck. Show them your pool and ask them for help. Maybe they could tell you why. Again, if you're not at a store where that is somewhat common practice for pre-release, you might want to consider changing stores. I've been to many places where you have some really awesome people who are willing to do that, and so I encourage you to find a place like that for yourselves as well. In this opening, we will be giving away this code for MTG Arena, so stay tuned. It will be at a random point in the video. It is 1 code per account, so if you have already used a code from a pre-release kit from this set, this code will not work for you. That is not our rule, that's Wizards' rule, so please don't be upset with us. You can feel free to be upset with them. We have Finality, Stun, and +1/+1 counters if you, as little punch-outs here. If you missed the last video, this card is not as pringled as the last one, the last promo, but still pringled. Again, I don't know how well you can see that, but it is, I assure you, quite pringled. So this is our promo foil. It is, I should say, it is a rare Hulking Raptor. Foiling pattern is cool, the background obviously, and it's actually a really good card. I like it quite a bit. Adding double green, ramping you to your bigger dinosaur spells, and it having ward in and of itself. Obviously, it's a 5/3, so it dies a little bit easier than usual to combat, or in combat, but still, it's a great card. Again, even if you just let it sit there and ramp you and make them spend extra money using a removal spell to get rid of it, not bad at all. We have a Tinker's Tote, Hot Foot Gnome. Guy's cute. Over the Edge. Interesting. I like this art a lot. We have a Primordial Gnar. Oh, Gnar. We have a Water Wind Scout. I love that art a lot. Malamet Scythe. I'm not a big fan of this card. Dinotomaton I like, though. Malamet Veteran I also like. Kazlem's Stone Tree is our flip card, which flips into Kazlem's Strider. Not bad at all. Behind it, our first uncommon is the Thrashing Brontodon. Not a bad include at all. Obviously, in and of itself, just a 3-mana 3/4, which is a very good card. It is a dinosaur, so if we're in a deck that cares about us having dinos, and if you really need to get rid of a problematic artifact or enchantment, this is the card for you. Really good. We have a Showcase Art Caparocti Sunborn. Very cool. In red-white. We have a Captain Storm Cosmium Raider as our third uncommon, so 2 gold cards in this pack, or signpost uncommons for the color pairs. And our rare or mythic is a Kite Sail Larcenist. Okay, very interesting. Not bad at all. Flying Ward 1. Flying is very good in this set. Flying's good in general, obviously. Evasion is important, but in this set especially, good stuff. I think we have a foil back here. So behind the Larcenist is... yeah, it's a foil common in Ancestor's Aid. Okay. That first pack, wow, that's a really cool foiling pattern. I like that. The background looks great. And obviously the Ancestor here on the side is really sick. Wow. Okay. Behind it, wow, very nice. A captivating cave as well. Okay, that's some solid fixing. And a map token. Great. I'm doing the code early. Hopefully that's not the only reason why you're here. Maybe you'll stick around and watch the rest of the video. I'd appreciate it. If this code does work for you, shout it out in the comments down below. Say, hey, I got the code. Hopefully you get good stuff. If you do, let us know that as well. So, you know, we would love to congratulate you or wish you luck or whatever. And this is our small way of saying thank you for watching our stuff. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for ringing the bell so that you have gotten a notification for this video. Maybe that's why you got this code, because you got a notification. If you have not rung that bell yet and you want a code for MTG Arena, we have one more video coming out next week. So if you make sure to subscribe and ring the bell now, you will get that notification as soon as the video comes out. Like I said, it should be our last one, so definitely stay tuned for that. And then don't forget, we have other channels. Links down in the description box below for Video Games for All and Gluten Free for All. Video Games for All, by the way, we've been a little bit down on stuff coming out on this channel and definitely on Gluten Free for All. It's been a bit of a hectic year, but Video Games for All has been chugging along and has not stopped at all. So if you are interested in content, that's where you should go for now. Obviously, we are working our way back on this channel and on Gluten Free for All, so we highly encourage you to stick with us all over the place, and we would love to have you come hang out with us on stream and talk to us about all this stuff as well. We have an Iron Paw Aspirant. Nice card. A Panicked Altasaur. A Disturbed Slumber. Echo of Dusk, Unlucky Drop, a Petrify, nice one, Deadweight, okay, I like removal. We have a Frilled Cave Worm, Deathcap Marionette, good Death Touch card. Idol of the Deep King is our common flip card, which flips into a Sovereign's Makuidal. Very nice. Behind it, our first uncommon is a Swashbuckler's Whip. Okay. A Might of the Ancestors. And a Sorceress Spyglass. Very interesting. Which means, I love that art. God, those colors are cool. Which means our next rare or mythic is Akal Pakal, first among equals. That is 2 blue rares in a row, folks. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, why not? It's a 3-mana 1/5, so it's very defensive. It obviously has other abilities as well, caring about artifacts entering, so if you have ways of putting artifacts in your deck, that would be pretty good as well. Very, very cool. Behind it, we have a Hidden Cataract, also a blue cave. Very good. I mentioned in the last video, if you have a color-specific cave, right, one of these common color-specific caves, if you're in those colors, in my opinion, the cave gets in. If you're not, it doesn't. Unless you really are hard up for caves, because you're like in a very cave-heavy deck, then maybe. But otherwise, that's how I feel about caves in general. And if you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments about basically anything that I say today, obviously. And we have a nice golem token. I love the art on this. It's so cool. Next. So yeah, if you didn't get it, the way I do things around here, if you're new, is I try to talk about what deck I would make if I opened this at pre-release. I am not an expert deck builder, so if you have opinions, I want to hear from you in the comments down below. Do you agree with me, disagree with me, why not, etc. We have a Skullcap Snail, Ancestral Reminiscence, a Tinker's Tote, love the art, or the colors on that card, Child of the Volcano, Caverns Stomper, Vito's Inquisitor, a Shipwreck Sentry, cares about artifacts, and it's in blue. We have a Brood Rage Mycoid, a Sage of Days. Okay, I mean, this is a cool way to help you find artifacts from the top of your library. Obviously, it's, you know, it just helps you in general. If you are low on land or a second color or something like that, this card really helps with that as well. Our uncommon flip card is the Dowsing Device, which flips into the Geode Grotto, which is just gorgeous. I mean, come on. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We have a Hermetic Nautilus. Again, this is a blue card and an artifact. Very cool. And again, very defensive. Obviously, you can pay 2 mana to make it offensive instead, and it has vigilance, but still, very nice defensive card. Really cool. And that's our first regular uncommon. We have a Guardian of the Great Door. Flying, very good. Obviously cares about tapping untapped artifacts, creatures, and or lands. So it's not going to be 2 mana, or you're not going to get this out on turn 2. But a 4/4 flying is very good. We have a Cavernous Maw, so another cave. Very nice. And this one obviously can go in any deck. And our next rare or mythic is a Souls of the Lost. Okay, discard a card or sacrifice a permanent. So this wants to be in the Descend deck more than anything else, but still. And yeah, because its power is equal to the number of permanents in your graveyard and toughness equal to that number +1. So yeah, very interesting. I love the art on this one. My God. Okay. Behind it, we have a Hidden Volcano, so the red cave, and a stand-in card for a double-faced card if you're playing unsleeved. I don't hate the cards that we've opened. I will note, especially after the last video, to my knowledge, right? I haven't memorized all the prices in this set, but really haven't seen much of value, right? No foil rares or mythics, no mythics in general. Interesting. All right, well, we have an Oltec Cloud Guard. This is a good card. We have a Burning Sun Cavalry, a Nurturing Bristleback, Acolyte of Aklazats, Song of Stupefaction, a Compass Gnome, good way to get a cave or to fix your mana, a Mephitic Draught, Marauding Brinefang, wow, a Sunbird Standard is our uncommon flip card. That came kind of quickly. Maybe we have a foil on this one, which flips into a Sunbird Effigy. Again, kind of wants you to be playing multiple colors. In sealed, you could get away with 3 colors. I genuinely don't even know what my second color is going to be in addition to blue, but right now I think we're pretty heavily in blue. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It could be red. We have the Captain Storm. It could be black. I really don't know. I think right now I would lean towards red, but obviously we've got, a pack and a half left to open, so. Behind that, our first regular uncommon is the C-Note Scout. Chupacabra Echo, very nice card. My goodness. And a Merfolk Cave Diver. Okay, cares about Explore, so that would be in blue-green, at least traditionally. Doesn't have to be, but still. And then our next rare or mythic is... Hey, look, a foil uncommon. We have a Cosmium Confluence. Okay, I did just talk about possibly playing green as our second color. We already have the Hulking Raptor as well. It doesn't need to be in a Dino deck, the Hulking Raptor. This is not bad. Cares about caves and or destroying an enchantment. But we do have the Blue Cave and the Cavernous Maw and the Captivating Cave. So that is 3 possible caves that we could put in if we're playing blue-green, for example. Not a bad idea. As you saw, we have a foil uncommon in Scythe Claw Raptor. It's a very good card. Very, very good card. And it's a decent foil as well. I like it. Behind it, ooh, gorgeous forest. My goodness. Full art forest. I love the full art basics in the set. They're so good looking. And a awesome looking fungus dinosaur token as well. My God. Okay. 2 packs left to go. I definitely need some help on a second color, Kit, if you could, give me something here. All right, Ancestor's Aid to start. Staggering Size, Skullcap Snail, Ancestral Reminiscence. If I didn't say it before, I don't love this card. It probably, if we put in 1, okay. I don't think I would put in a second, and I believe we did open 2. I might not even put in the first. We have a Tinker's Tote, Child of the Volcano, Pathfinding Axejaw. Okay, very good. It explores. We have a Sunshot Militia. Runaway Boulder. Not bad. Obviously a little expensive. With things like Hulking Raptor, it would help us get to it. And it's very solid removal, obviously. Or you could cycle it, of course. So if it's early game and you have no other thing to do, just cycle this. That's fine. We have an Inverted Iceberg. We haven't gotten any of those today yet in this kit. But this flips into an Iceberg Titan. Very, very nice. Okay. behind it, our first regular uncommon is a very good one in Earthshaker Dreadmaw. There are many incidental dinos in green, so if we're playing green, which again, I probably would, you're going to probably draw a card off of this thing or two, and this is also just a 6-mana 6/6 trample. So, you know, I've heard that card's pretty good. A 6-mana 6/6 trample dino. I don't know where we would have possibly seen it before, but still. Behind it, we have Akawali, the Seething Tower. Interesting. Obviously, we're talking about blue-green, so this is not... I mean, we could splash for this, but I don't quite see the need. And we have the Rampaging Ceratops in the showcase art. Really nice. Really nice. Which means our next rare or mythic, I believe, right? Yes. Our next rare mythic is a Braided Net. Very nice blue cards in this kit. My God. The Braided Net, by the way, flips into the Braided Kipu. Very cool. Very cool. And again, drawing cards for each artifact you control, and then it goes into your library third from the top. I mean, yeah, why the hell not? Very, very good card. Okay. I would play it if we're in blue. Behind it, we have a Hidden Necropolis, so the black cave, and a Gnome token, which means we have one more pack to go. Just one. Right now, like I said, I would lean towards blue-green, but I am open to people's thoughts, opinions, etc. in the comments down below. I feel like green is going to be like our top end. I mean, again, we have another 6-mana green dino right here, but blue would be our low. You know, our low end. So I think that would be a pretty good cover. We do have 3 possible caves if we do play those colors, plus whatever we might open more in here. We'll see. We have a Cavern Stomper, Echo of Dusk, Ancestral Reminiscence again, my God. Another Family Reunion, a Child of the Volcano, Staggering Size. I would probably have to look. This might be a 23rd. I would play 1. I think we've opened at least 2. I probably wouldn't play 2. We have a Hunter's Blowgun. I don't love this card. If we really needed artifacts, maybe. We have a Dinotomaton, a Malamet Scythe. I don't like this card either. We have a Dowsing Device as an uncommon flip card again, which flips into the Geode Grotto. Very nice. Okay. We have a Pit of Offerings. That's a cave. Sure. Why not? That's a 4th cave that we could play. We have cards that care about caves. We've seen them. A Bat Colony. Interesting. Is our next uncommon. And Hurl into History. Very, very nice. I would absolutely play this card. I know it's 5 mana, but in blue, we're probably going to have other things to do with our mana where if they don't play anything on their turn that we want to counter, we can absolutely... just play those other cards instead at the end of their turn, or we could keep this up during combat on our own turn so that if they have combat tricks or kill spells or something like that, we can use this at that point to save our creatures. Our big dinos, for example. And our last rare or mythic, unless we get lucky with a foil, is a Malcolm Alluring Scoundrel. Jesus, do you think we're in blue? My God. Okay. Yeah, why the hell not? This is fantastic. I like Malcolm quite a bit. Again, flying very good in this set. Behind Malcolm, we have a Hidden Necropolis, again, and a Punch-Out token. So, I mean, again, not a lot of value. I still would probably play blue-green. But blue was definitely the MVP in this kit, no question. I guess what I would ask you is, what would you pair with blue? Obviously, if you wouldn't play blue, I want to know, because again, I'm not the end-all be-all in this situation. I want to hear from you and your thoughts. But I think I would pair it with green, just based on some of the other things we've opened. Maybe you're saying, Joe, look, you have no idea. Your red uncommons are insane, or your red commons are insane, or something like that. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you, but if it were me, I would probably be playing green-blue, and hopefully I would do some winning, you know? Thank you all so very much for joining me. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Obviously, like I said, we have one more coming next week, and then we will wait for the Murders at Karlov Manor, And hopefully you are all excited for that. Obviously, we will be doing our best to continue to put out videos for all of you during that time. And during the holidays, we shouldn't really be stopping for Christmas and New Year's and things like that. I believe we have ourselves scheduled up pretty well so that we can make it work. But join us on stream live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern and ask if you're curious. Obviously, like I said, subscribing, ringing that bell, also the best way to find out exactly when our videos come out or when we go live. So we encourage you to do that. And then check out our other channels, Video Games for All, Gluten Free for All, links down in the description box below. And you can sub and ring the bells there as well. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you all so very much for joining me. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.